Welcome to the tutorial on the 16 types of Quia activities. After watching this tutorial, you will be able to list and recognize the 16 types of Quia activities and understand popular uses for each type of activity. Quia helps you create practice activities for your students based on your own content. The fun, interactive format encourages students to practice and review the material you provide. Quia activities come in 16 different types, providing suitable practice for every subject and level, enhancing stimulation and retention for any learning style. Make different activities to drill facts, review concepts, and study alone or in groups. Explore the different types of activities to develop an impressive portfolio of materials that demonstrate your commitment to helping students learn effectively. And have fun doing it. Let's take a look at the activity types. Two of the most popular activities on Quia are styled after popular game shows that students recognize and enjoy. The first is the challenge board game. Students score points by selecting and answering questions, playing alone or against each other. This is a very popular game for reviewing as a class, in teams, even on an interactive whiteboard. The questions come in categories, making this a great way to conduct cumulative review. You can also designate the value of each question based on difficulty. The second game show style activity is Rags to Riches. In this game, students answer increasingly difficult questions to earn fame and fortune. To win the game, students must answer every single question correctly, though you can supply hints along the way. This is another popular game for use with classes on a projector or interactive whiteboard. The increasing difficulty of the questions makes for effective review. Another game students will recognize and enjoy is the battleship game. Students must answer questions correctly to sink opponent ships. Depending on confidence with the material, students can set the computer opponent as an easy, medium, or hard skill level. The battleship element draws students into the game and encourages drilling until they can answer correctly to achieve hits on an enemy ship. Other activities are simpler and more familiar in classrooms. 4 activities that come as a set are the matching, flashcard, concentration, and word search. Each is based on a list of terms, but presents a different format for review. In the matching game, students see all the terms and match the corresponding pairs. Flashcards creates online flashcards for basic review and allows students to discard cards that they've mastered, or start over with a full deck. Concentration requires students to use their memory to uncover matches between pairs of terms. And finally, word search has students search for hidden words from the list or based on definitions in the list. Java games are suitable for any topic that can be written as a list of important terms, such as foreign vocabulary, grammatical pairs, dates and events, and much more. If your students enjoy the word search, they may also like jumbled words and hangman. The jumbled words activity lets students unscramble letters to guess the word or phrase, which can be presented in context if desired. The hangman game has students guess the letters in the hidden word or phrase. It can be played with the traditional stick figure, with balloons on a bear, or with a row of disappearing stars. Both games help with learning spelling words, scientific names, vocabulary, or other key terms. The hangman game is also great for familiarity with figures of speech or important quotations. For material where a list of terms must be learned in order, try the ordered list and picture-perfect activities. In ordered lists, students are provided with a list of terms and fill in the order. You can offer multiple attempts as students gradually learn the correct order. In Picture Perfect, students uncover the image behind the correctly ordered terms. These activities can be used for learning languages by ordering the foreign terms for months or for numbers. They can be used for learning the steps of a process, such as the scientific process, how a bill becomes a law, a lab procedure, the order of operations in math, the stages of the cell cycle, and so on. You can provide a list of quantities that must be ordered, such as the value of math expressions, unit conversions, or estimation quantities. You can also ask students to rank items, such as countries by size or population, chemical substances by pH, and so on. The next pair of activities focuses on helping students review material by filling in missing content. In cloze activities, students complete paragraphs either by filling in the blanks or by selecting from a pop-up list. The pop-ups activity is similar but contains only sentences or phrases and always uses the pop-up list. Both activities use surrounding text to provide a context for students to supply the correct answer, aiding in comprehension and reinforcement. Thus, they are great for testing memorization, reading comprehension, analogies, and cause and effect. They are also ideal for learning conjugation or grammar in context, and identifying commonly misspelled or misused words. Does your content involve matches, patterns, or classifications? The Patterns and Columns games help students recognize these relationships in the material they study. Patterns uses the same pop-up list as the cloze and pop-ups activities but presents them in a layout that encourages students to analyze the material as a group and select the correct choices by understanding the relationships presented. Columns achieves a similar purpose, using a more interactive and visual format where students draw lines to connect the corresponding material. Both activities are useful for learning verb conjugations, gendered nouns, or proper usage, and for learning characteristics of a group, as in the properties of chemical compounds, recognizing geometries, graphs, and number patterns, identifying classes of living organisms, or understanding the cultural and political traits of a geographical region. They can also be used to classify material into two or more groups, such as solid, liquid, or gas, primary or secondary source, mitosis or meiosis, adjective or adverb, and of course, simple true or false. As you can see, these activities, like all the other activities we've discussed, are incredibly flexible in handling a myriad of subjects, levels, and types of practice. The last activity in this list is the scavenger hunt. With this activity, you can send students on a web quest, providing links where students can find the answers to your questions. In the process, students simultaneously learn the material while developing valuable research skills and familiarity with the internet. You can style it as a research project, a review, or even a pre-activity before formally introducing a new topic. This format is great for teaching history, current events, foreign cultures, life science, reading comprehension, and literature, but can easily be adapted for any topic. Quia helps you create practice activities for your students based on your own content. The fun, interactive format encourages students to practice and review the material you provide. Quia activities come in 16 different types, providing suitable practice for every subject and level, enhancing stimulation and retention for any learning style. Make different activities to drill facts, review concepts, and study alone or in groups. Explore the different types of activities to develop an impressive portfolio of materials that demonstrate your commitment to helping students learn effectively, and have fun doing it. Having watched this tutorial, you should now be able to list and recognize the 16 types of Quia activities and understand popular uses for each type of activity.
After watching this tutorial, you will be able to define the advanced editor, explain the benefits of using the advanced editor, and use the advanced editor options to dynamically insert questions from the question bank and enhance functional layout. The advanced editor functions similar to the basic editor, so if you can make a basic quiz, you'll understand advanced quizzes. While the basic quiz editor helps you quickly create new questions and select basic layout options, the advanced editor offers two additional capabilities. First, access to your Quia question bank allows you to dynamically insert questions you've already created, so you can easily aggregate previous quizzes into tests or create quizzes with randomly selected questions on a certain topic. Second, advanced functional layout elements let you display reading passages or images for a group of questions or provide supplementary content at the beginning or end of a quiz. If either of these tool sets interest you, you may wish to explore the Advanced Quiz Editor. Once you toggle to the Advanced Quiz Editor, the additional features can be found in the drop-down list that allows you to insert items for your quiz. While the Basic Editor only allows you to insert new questions, the Advanced Editor drop-down menu allows you to choose from inserting new questions, specific questions from the question bank, random questions from the question bank, text and HTML, images, audio, and other files. In this tutorial, we'll review each of these items and how they can enhance your quizzes. One of the most powerful features of the Advanced Quiz Editor is the ability to use the question bank. The question bank is a pool of all quiz questions you've ever entered into Quia, searchable by various criteria and organized by labels. For more information, please refer to the question bank tutorial. Using the Advanced Quiz Editor gives you the ability to pull questions from the question bank into your quiz. Choosing one or more specific questions from the question bank brings up a window where you can search criteria to locate questions in your question bank. This includes any questions you've ever used in a quiz, as well as questions as you may have created in the question bank itself. Use this option to easily pull questions from old quizzes or homework assignments. Once a question is inserted into your current quiz, you can click to edit that question. You can also insert one or more randomly selected questions from the question bank. You'll be able to designate a pool of questions to choose from, based on a combination of labels and question types. You will also be able to choose how many questions to insert. For example, you may wish to choose 5 random questions using 2 labels, so that each student receives 5 different questions that come from the same content areas. You could also pull a few questions from each lesson quiz to create dynamic unit tests that use randomly selected questions, providing equal coverage of a mixture of topics. As you can see, this feature allows you to create powerful tests that use unique subsets of questions to cover the same concepts for each student. Choosing the one or more new question option will bring up the question selection bar you saw in the Basic Editor, where you can choose how many questions and which question types to add to your quiz. In addition to the 10 question types from the Basic Editor, you now have the option to insert 4 types of non-graded survey questions to collect additional information from your students. Whether you'd like students to select how challenging they found an exam or make a list of the most confusing concepts from a homework assignment, survey questions allow you to use assignments as a vehicle to collect data without affecting grades. You can insert text and HTML anywhere in your quiz. You can use this option for any layout elements where text appears in between questions. For example, you can insert instructions, an example question, or a reading passage for a group of questions. You can also use HTML and LaTeX for special formatting needs in this section. See the tutorials on these topics for more information. The last 3 options allow you to insert an image, audio, or other file. With the Basic Editor, you were able to insert these files as part of a particular question or answer, but with the Advanced Editor, you can have them appear anywhere in your quiz, whether it is for all questions, a group of questions, partway through the quiz with a few corresponding questions, or at the very end. The options in the Advanced Editor drop-down list give you the ability to use questions from your question bank, whether you are pulling from old quizzes or creating dynamic quizzes using labels. The Advanced Editor also gives you more layout options, so you can use text and files to enhance the content and appearance of your quizzes. The simple options can accommodate your full creativity in designing powerful, engaging quizzes quickly and effortlessly. Having watched this tutorial, you should now be able to define the Advanced Editor, explain the benefits of using the Advanced Editor, and use the Advanced Editor options to dynamically insert questions from the question bank and enhance functional layout. After watching this tutorial, you'll be able to create a basic quiz, insert quiz questions, and understand the layout of the Basic Quiz Editor. Quia quizzes offer you a powerful tool for testing your students' knowledge. At the same time, the common sense design of the quiz editor means you'll spend less time writing questions and grading results. As with all Quia features, all you need to do is fill out the editor with your content and choose your settings. Quia will then format your quiz and enable it for students to log in, take the quiz, and receive immediate feedback, providing you with automatic grading and reporting. A button at the top allows you to create new quizzes using the Quia quiz editor, where you'll select a question type to insert and fill out your question content. Then you can set question level options such as randomizing answer order or providing immediate feedback. So, creating a quiz is as simple as 1, 2, 3. First, choose a question type to insert, then fill in your content, and finally, choose your settings, or just leave the default options. Quiz level options include randomizing question order or case-sensitive grading, while distribution and security settings determine whether students must log in, the amount of feedback they receive, and more. Once you set up the quiz, you're done. Quia will automatically format it and track results so your students can start taking your new online quiz right away. As with other Quia features, quiz creation process is designed to help instructors quickly and easily produce appealing, interactive material that is tailored to their curriculum. Quia quizzes allow you to choose from 10 question formats, enter your own content and media, then select question level and quiz level settings to customize how students experience and access your quiz. Of course, it's always easy to go back and make changes to a quiz or view automatically generated grading and reports. With all the capabilities of a conventional assignment, plus so many useful features you never imagined possible, it's no wonder why so many teachers use Quia quizzes for all their homework assignments and assessments. Let's get started. Create a new quiz from your quizzes area. Enter a title and optional description for your quiz. Choose a question type to insert such as multiple choice and click Add. A question template will appear where you'll type in your question content. Since we're creating a multiple choice question, let's enter a question and a few answer choices. We'll make sure the correct answer is selected and tell the template to randomize the answer choices when students are taking a quiz. There are other options you can set at the question level, such as inserting images or audio or providing customized automatic feedback for students. However, these sections are entirely optional and you can easily create quizzes without ever using them. Let's add another question to our quiz. This time, we'll pick a true-false question. Again, when you click Add, the question template for the next question will appear, which prompts you to enter your content. For the true-false question, we've typed our statement and indicated that the correct response is true. You can also provide 2 answer choices other than true and false, simply by typing them in the answer fields. We've now created 2 questions for our quiz. You'll notice that the yellow bar is updated to display the number of questions as well as the total points available. By default, each question is worth 1 point. You may change the point value of any question simply by typing a new number in the field under the question number. You can also reorder questions by using the arrows to move them up and down your quiz. Since this is currently the second of 2 questions in our quiz, only an up arrow is available. As you can see, the process of creating quiz questions is simple and straightforward. Simply select a question to insert and type your content. Below the question sections, you'll also be able to set quiz level options. Choose whether the question should be presented in random order, whether the question number and point value should be displayed to the student. Select the foreign language toolbar if your quiz requires students to enter accented characters, and indicate whether answers with incorrect accents are acceptable. Indicate whether to accept capitalization and punctuation errors, and whether you've used any HTML or LaTeX markup in your quiz. Finally, you can choose whether to link your quiz to your profile. When you are finished creating your questions and choosing quiz settings, click Done to save your quiz. If you are creating long quizzes, we recommend saving your progress periodically to prevent lost work in the event of computer or internet malfunction. When you save the quiz, Quia will generate a unique URL where the quiz will be available. To help students find the quiz, you'll be able to assign it to your classes and to control access. You'll also be able to set various distribution and security options. Having watched this tutorial, you should now be able to create a basic quiz, insert quiz questions, and understand the layout of the basic quiz editor.